You know, this morning I went to work and forgot to bring my brain.
What's that supposed to mean? Left it at home or lost it in a dream?
Probably left it on my pillow. My boss asked, Reli, where's the report? I just stared at him, then at my screen, my head as empty as an unsaved file.
Yep, sounds like me yesterday. In an online meeting, the boss asked, Lily, what's your point? I said, I'm still figuring myself out.
Haha. Oh man, that's the most philosophical answer of the year.
Seriously, though, I feel like going to work is like being in a movie. The boss is the director, colleagues are co-stars, and I'm the extra, always dying in the first scene.
You're lucky. I get cut from the movie before it even premieres.
Haha. And yet you're still laughing.
Well, what can you do? Life's like that. If you can't play the lead, you just rewrite the script.
I like how you put that. Sometimes work just makes you feel like you're still existing.
But just existing is kind of sad. I want each day to have something small like a good cup of coffee or the feeling of finishing a task without a deadline chasing me.
For me, just getting off work without a text saying, Hey Lily, I'm sending you more tasks, is pure happiness.
You know, the sky looks so nice this afternoon. They say if you look up and feel peace, it means your heart's craving a little quiet too.
And when I look up, I just think, hope it doesn't rain, I still need to do laundry.
Ha ha, you're the most practical person in the solar system.
Life taught me that. Dreaming's nice, but the rent still comes due.
Yeah, but sometimes I think if we don't dream a little, every day would just be sighs.
That reminds me when I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist, painting posters all over the city. Now, I'm drawing KPI charts every week.
That's art too, just with a different audience. Your boss.
My boss never compliments me, and if he does, I get nervous, because it's always followed by the way, can you do this extra task?
Work really is a comedy with no ending.
But it's also where we grow up. Think about it. Our first day at the company, we were shaking like scared puppies. Now we know how to fake being busy when the boss walks by.
You're the master of office survival.
Hey, if you didn't have to work for money, what would you do?
Me? I'd open a little coffee shop, sell some banh mi, play old music, and write short stories about the customers.
Sounds like a movie. I'd buy a bicycle and ride around the city taking photos.
Let's team up then. I'll sell coffee, you take photos, and every day we'll tell a different story.
Realize sometimes I think we don't have to wait for the right time. Maybe we just start with a cup of coffee and a single photo.
Yeah, start small but with heart. That's better than waiting forever and not truly living.
Leaves are falling. Autumn's here.
Exactly. Autumn's the season for people to sit down, talk about little things that somehow warm your heart.
I love this park. Here, we don't have to be strong or pretend everything's fine.
Yeah, here we just get to be ourselves.
Hey, you still going to work tomorrow?
Yup. You?
I'm going, but tomorrow evening, let's sit here again. I want to hear more about your dream coffee shop.
Deal. I'll bring real coffee. You bring the dreams.
Agreed.
Yo, Lily. Hurry up or the coffee's getting cold.
I'm here. Man, running from the bus stop felt like an evening workout.
Here, your reward. Black coffee, light on sugar, just your style.
This is good. Where'd you get it?
Brewed it myself. Woke up early to try my coffee with hope recipe.
Hope as in, hope you didn't burn the house down?
Nah, hope that it keeps you awake enough for work.
I'm exhausted today. Feels like those lifeless Excel files drained all my energy.
Ever notice how the older we get, the more we're defined by exhaustion?
Totally. The more tired I am, the more happiness feels like a luxury.
But that's why happiness is the easiest thing to find.
Huh? That sounds contradictory.
Think about it when you're exhausted. Just someone asking, "You okay?" warms your heart. Happiness is sometimes just a well-timed question.
You're right. Like today, while waiting for the bus, an old lady selling lottery tickets gave me a paper fan and said, "It's hot. Fan yourself to feel better." Suddenly, I felt so much lighter.
Those tiny moments, they make you believe life's still beautiful.
Rely, do you ever worry that you'll keep living but never do anything special?
Yeah, I do. But then I think not everyone needs to do something grand. Living kindly, that's special enough.
Haha, you sound like a philosopher.
Nah, just someone who was unemployed for 3 months and lived on instant noodles.
Haha. Okay, that's enough enlightenment for one lifetime.
You know what's funny? When I was jobless, I was the happiest.
What? How?
Because back then, I had time to really live, wake up early, read books, cook, watch the sunrise. Now, I just watch deadlines rise.
Haha. I get that. Every night I tell myself, tomorrow I'll sleep early. And at 1 a.m., I'm still scrolling my phone like I'm studying sociology.
Yup, researching how others live happily while we're just rolling around in stress.
Rely, I just thought of a little happiness project.
Tell me about it.
Every day, we write down one thing that made us smile. Even tiny things, like, someone gave up their seat, it didn't rain, or, today's coffee was better than yesterday's.
That's a great idea. We could call it the Dust Size Happiness Journal.
Haha, dust size sounds a bit throat itchy.
Well, life's like that. Happiness comes with a bit of dust to feel real.
I love how you think. You always find a reason to smile, no matter what.
You know, I read somewhere, when you have nothing left to laugh about, laugh until you find a reason.
That's beautiful. Sometimes I think we laugh not because everything's okay, but because we believe one day it will be.
Exactly. Laughing is our way of telling life, I'm not down yet.
Reli, do you remember when we were kids? We didn't need much to be happy. A piece of candy, a rain shower, or just a day off school.
Now we're grown, and joy needs a reason and a budget.
Haha, so true. But still, if we have time tomorrow, let's come back here.
For sure. Tomorrow I'll bring garlic butter. Bind me, call it our happiness set menu.
I'll bring the dust journal. Who knows? Maybe one day these little things will turn into big stories in our hearts.
Yeah, because sometimes happiness is just a park bench, someone who listens, and a coffee that's still warm.
Your banh mi is so good. Smells like childhood.
Yeah, my childhood probably smelled like garlic butter too.
You know, every time I eat banh mi, I remember school days. Rushing to the school gate every morning, bread in hand, singing nonsense songs.
For me, it's waiting for test results. I thought if I got a 9, my life would turn a new page. Turns out it did, but the page was covered in red marks.
Haha. Oh my gosh, same. I thought a 9 would change my fate, but it only changed my homeroom teacher's mood.
Looking back, our dreams were so small back then. Now, I don't even know what I'm dreaming of anymore.
Me too. It's like we grew up too fast but didn't have time to mature.
Have you ever thought about what a dream really is?
It's something that excites you, even if you might not achieve it. But the older we get, the more we're scared to dream, scared of disappointment.
Yeah, everyone says, follow your dreams. But no one says, if you fail, hug it and keep laughing.
Do you ever feel like you're not good enough to dream big?
I mostly feel like I don't have enough money to dream.
Haha. True. But seriously, sometimes I see others achieving so much, and I'm just stuck spinning in circles.
But Lily, I think good isn't about doing more than others, it's about daring to do what makes you happy.
That sounds too simple.
Because happiness actually is simple. We're just used to living complicated lives.
Rely. If one day you could change your life like winning the lottery or starting over, what would you do?
I'd still choose to live like this, just a little less afraid of messing up.
Yeah, if only we dared to mess up more, maybe we'd be happier.
Remember my first job interview? I was so nervous I called the company Hope Incorporated.
Haha. Oh my gosh. So you applied to Hope itself?
Yup, and got rejected. But at least I laughed about it.
You know, sometimes I want to do something crazy like quit my job, go backpacking, or open a little photography studio.
Why not try?
Because I'm scared. Scared of failing, scared of running out of money, scared I'm not brave enough.
Everyone's scared, but fear's proof you still care.
That's a good one. Fear's part of dreaming, huh?
Yeah, without fear, dreams wouldn't feel so thrilling and beautiful.
Reli, do you think there's a limit to dreams?
Sure, when you stop believing in them,
Sometimes I feel like I believe less every day.
then believe a little today, a bit more tomorrow. Bit by bit, it's enough to keep dreams alive.
I added a few lines to the dust journal.
What'd you write?
Today, someone reminded me that fear doesn't mean weakness.
I'm happy to be a dust particle in your journal.
No, you're the coffee. You wake me up in the middle of all the haze.
Then I'm claiming a brand. Realize coffee awake in a weary life.
Haha, that name's gonna flop.
Whatever, at least I've got one loyal customer, you.
Rely, I think some dreams don't need to come true. As long as they make us live more beautifully, that's enough.
Yeah, like this morning, nothing special, but my heart felt strangely at peace.
Maybe that's the smallest dream, sitting here with someone who gets you without having to pretend to be anyone else.
I think sometimes just having someone to dream with is enough.
You got here early today.
Yeah, I wanted to soak in the park a bit more. Autumn's almost over.
Really? Just the other day it was so green, and now the leaves are golden, like someone painted them.
Life's probably like that too. 1 minute it's vibrant, the next, you blink and it's a different season.
You talk like you've lived a whole lifetime.
Nah, I've just survived a few deadlines, but it feels just as draining.
Haha. I knew it. Every time you get philosophical, it's because you pulled an all-nighter.
You caught me, but for real, yesterday I saw the new guy at work so confident, bursting with ideas. I looked at him and suddenly felt old.
Old? You're barely in your 20s.
Yeah, but I'm tired like someone who's tasted too many hopes.
Maybe we all hit that point. It's not about being less young, it's our heart starting to fear change.
Exactly. And the weirder thing is, the more you fear, the faster things change.
Like autumn. The more you want to hold on to it, the more leaves fall.
Maybe life's teaching us to let go.
Rely, if one day you had to leave this city, what would you miss most?
Probably this bench. And the steaming coffee every time we meet.
I'd miss how you say everything will be okay, even when you're a mess yourself.
Because saying it is also how I comfort myself.
But you're good at it. Sometimes after hearing you, I feel calm enough to keep going.
You know, maybe we're doing the same thing, trying to be a tiny anchor for each other, even though neither of us is really steady.
Yeah, and somehow that's comforting.
Still keeping up with the dust journal?
Yup. Last night's entry. No one can hold on to autumn, but anyone can hold on to the warmth of sitting with a friend.
Haha. Getting philosophical again.
Learned it from you.
I think sometimes people don't need far-off adventures, just a place to come back to, and someone willing to sit with you, even in silence.
Yeah, this bench is that place. One day, when we don't see each other as often, I still want to believe that somewhere you're still brewing coffee, still smiling, still saying weird things that make people feel lighter.
And I'll believe you're out there taking photos, capturing the little things, because I know you always find beauty in the most ordinary moments.
Maybe that's why we click. Two ordinary people, trying to live in an extraordinary way.
How about we make a promise? No matter where we end up, if we ever feel tired, we'll come back to this bench.
Promise. No need to text ahead, just show up.
Who knows? Maybe I'll be here, with 2 cups of coffee like always.
And I'll sit down and ask, what's today's coffee flavor? Even though I already know the answer.
The scent of old seasons.
Reli, I might have to go on a work trip for a while.
Far?
Just a few months. But I'm scared I'll miss afternoons like this.
Then miss them, because the things worth missing will stay with you, no matter how far you go.
Yeah, I'll miss it all. You, the coffee, the park, even the little things we've talked about.
And one day you'll come back, and a new season will start.
I believe that, because some people, no matter where they go, carry a piece of peace with them.
And you're that piece of peace for me.